My dear friends and comrades, welcome back to our republic, welcome back to Tecnovakia. It is now mid of May and we're getting along pretty well with our preparation, except I did a couple things that I had to fix, and I did those off camera because we did enough heat construction, pipe construction, I think last episode. I'll just take a quick tour and show you around, and then we'll do some other adjustments for the coming winter, because I actually did some tests and we still have a little bit of homework. But let's get to that. And of course, while we do that, all the while we want to keep expanding our construction capabilities up here. So let's actually just unpause and let things take their course. I'm just checking if we're building here. We are actually doing that. And checking here if all the tracks are... this one cannot be reached, but this one could be reached. Yeah, actually, I would like to construct this one first, and then we're going to go over the adjustments that I made. Where am I? God, you can't see anything in this weather. Help? I want to go to Beatrice. There we go. Jesus Christ. Now I know what it's like to take a stroll through London. I mean, and how they came up with the idea of Jack the Ripper, because if you can't see your hand before your eyes, that's actually kind of creepy. Okay, there we go. At least now it's just a little bit of fog and we should get to where we're going. There we are. Okay, I want to not adjust, I want to add a couple more construction sites. This one here is in there. Yes, this one here is what I want. So we'll have you already there. You are there. Actually, no, it's fine like that. We don't want to continue here. Could add this though. Yeah. Up here we can't get there yet, but we'll just have to add them one by one until we actually start construction over here. Anyway, so okay, that's that. Now, as you guys saw, my save game has the name Reheated, and that has a reason. As you can see, here's already a couple of new installations, and I'll tell you why. Let's take a quick look underground. Number one, I only had one line coming out of here, which was just not enough to carry on that power. Second, you are actually able, I don't know if you guys knew this, I'll just show it quickly. You're actually able to construct these pipes in multiple steps, right? So you could do like this. And that makes pipe construction a lot easier. And then also the problem is if you do like I did it and have a little bit of overland pipe that then vanishes in the floor, on the ground rather, which I thought would make it a lot easier to actually see where our pipes are, but then the construction officers can't catch them, and you'll have to end up either buying them out or building them by manually assigning. No, you can't even manually assign. Yeah, you have to buy them out or send helicopters or something. So I had to redo all the piping and had to put it all underground. And while I did that, I actually made nice overpasses here. Those are heating overpasses, just so we have a proper looker. Look at this awesome industrial area now. We have these steel bridges and we have the refueling station. It just had space for 3 of them, just perfectly spaced. That's what I like when you get lucky like that sometimes. And then I had to add on a little bit more of distribution power, because the one heating pump just doesn't cut it. We need more than that. So I added another one. And as you can see, also another heat exchanger, because the one here is just not going to be enough. I might... Actually, I think I left some potential here. Yes, I left some potential. So I might have to add one more in the upper part of Berlin, like I talked about. But currently I think we're good with those 2 here, so we'll leave it at that. And then of course the direct connection toward here. And in my experiments it proved to be helpful. If you have a lot of throughput, you can connect 2 lines directly to the heating plant. It raised the temperature in the then subsequently connected heat exchangers a couple of degrees, like 5 or 6 or so, which can make a world of difference. I mean, sitting at home at 15 degrees or 21 degrees, everyone would agree. That's a major difference in comfort. So we should be okay in Berlin. In Messina, I just redid the line here because it couldn't be constructed, which now it should be able to if I could just select it. There we go. Okay, now everybody and their mother can construct this, so it should get done fairly soon. And in Stettin, I redid actually a bit of an experiment. I hope it will work. What I did is connect 2 power lines to this one pumping station, which will then connect over to another pumping station that we're going to newly build, and that will then feed into here and into here. Yeah, it actually feeds 3 heat exchangers. I'm not sure if that is a good thing, but I'm pretty certain we cannot go all the distance from the power plant. We can try, actually. I didn't try this yet, so let's do that. Bring you up here. So we have a little more power line connection, but power line building rather. But should be okay. Now I have a problem because I have to go by here, and now I cannot go. Oh, I can just go through here. Okay, never mind. Well, then see if this isn't too long. It's not actually. Yeah, then we'll do it like that. Sorry, then we'll do it like that because I think that's just a little much. We'll remove parts of this. If I could only. Come on. There we go. Mood's part of this. That is the in connection for you. You will then not be connecting here. Okay, but rather we'll have this one come out and over, and this here. Difficult. But we'll get it. Don't you worry. Where am I actually? Oh, here we are. Yeah, it's rather tight to get through here. So I lied. A little bit of power line connection, but a little bit of heating line connection. But it's not too much. It's okay. There we go. I just want to have the best chance to actually survive winter. That's why I'm doing all this. And then I have the best chance to have our people be comfortable in winter. Okay, let me just go. Well, now it's barely too long, really. Can we shorten you already? Yep, we can. Sure, actually we'll just redraw this whole line here. We can shorten you drastically, I think, if we come by here. Just like so, and then we should be able to get into the power plant. Yes, we are perfect. Okay. Well, perfect is a strong word, but it's as good as it's gonna get, let's say like that. And I'm gonna go in here. Anybody remember that quote? This ain't any kind of fun, but for what I have to offer you, this is as good as it's gonna get. It's my absolute favorite scene of all time. Anyway, okay, so this one here is now directly connected to the power plant, the heating plant rather, through a long underground pipe, which I sincerely hope is going to be enough. This here has a double connector, because this guy will have the most drainage, and then we'll see. Otherwise we might put an intermediary pumping station in here, but this should be enough to survive the first winter at least, and then we'll maybe have to do a little more to thrive. Ooh. Look at my choice of words there. All right, so now we have all that, and then now the underground lines can actually be constructed here. Yes, because before that they just didn't get constructed. Okay, so that is that. We also have to redo some piping up here in our lovely village, but first I need to start filling this. We need a warehouse, we need I think a small distribution office is going to be fine. And we'll need to start filling this. Just here is good. This small aggregate storage with a bit of coal, because they have a long ass drive to get there. What is this? Just buy out the last 7,000, it's okay. Right, and then we're also going to upgrade these roads here. No, that's not the way. That's also not the way. That's the way. What is this? Can I buy you out like this? There we go. That looks pretty. Okay, so now this should get found. Yes, it did. And now all we need to do is add this to our helicopter office. And then we should get done pretty fast. Also, we're always taking the scenic route here. Having these long connections, can we shorten that a little? We have this here, we have a connected there, and then if we want to bring workers, we bring the bus here, pick them up and bring them here. And then the bus should and could be able to come back just here. I can remove this later, but for now it's just going to provide a little shortcut, I'm hoping. Alright, that is that. We also need to bring power there. So let's do that real quick. To bring power, I have to redo this area just a tad. And we'll cancel the big wires here. We'll have to cancel the big wires there, and we need to have a high voltage switch here, because I actually want redundancy in my grid. I think I talked about that a couple times already in the past. And this here is going to be the first step toward that. I'm still due to make a proper plan for my grid. So we'll go here and here. Actually plan this and then buy it out like so. Okay, now let's have a quick think. What can Gorzin construct? We have a large construction office here that can do some things. So potentially we can construct at least part of this power line ourselves. I'll see if we can do that. So now I have two connectors here, and this one, if we need to continue up there. And this one will go along the tracks. Right over here. And here. And then it's a little bit of a waste if we go along the tracks. We could, of course, also come out from here, which is a little easier, but this one here is already drawing. Actually, no, this one here is yeah. It is drawing already a lot of power, so maybe we'll, because this line on this side is just responsible for the farming here. Right, comes directly off the power plant. So we'll want that just to make certain. And we'll save ourselves a couple of masts. And staying tight next to the tracks. Here. And then come along the tracks. Could be more efficient, but I feel like this is how it's done in real life, right? You build these masts along the tracks, the power line, if you can. So we'll try and emulate that. And it's not like we need to save a lot of money. If we can't get there in time, we can buy it out. Right, and then here we'll cross along with the street, very nice. And then we'll move it along next to here. And there we are. And this can get constructed, and we'll see if we can't have this done from Gorzen. Yep, I can do it. And they have all the resources, yeah. So I'll just put Gorzen on this. Because mostly this is resource intense. Right? Mostly this is gravel, concrete, and then a lot of steel and electronics. But it's not too bad. So they should be able to accomplish this. What we need though is a proper road here. So that one I'll buy out, and I'll actually take a tip from the comments, thank you for that, and try and turn off the... oh no, that doesn't work. Okay, we need to align. Try and turn off the attach... oops. No, that doesn't work. Okay, well, the near snapping. I thought if you can turn that off, it won't snap to those little field connectors here, but it always does. Whatever. Alright, so we'll buy out a little here. And here, and here, and here. So we'll have that track coming in here, and then we'll have pretty much just the main line. Yeah, I'll do it like that. It's okay. We could build this ourselves if we weren't pressed for time, but winter is coming, and I don't wanna risk it. Okay, so now we have a good supply road, except we also need to build out this for the building materials, and then we'll see how far Gorzen office can get it done. Okay, so we have the power. Once this gets built, of course, we have it here. Now we need a couple of distribution stations. But actually, before we plan those, I'll wait for these offices here to get built, and that'll speed things up a little. In the meantime, we have a task in next to Berlin, the city that's always almost finished, and that is out loosely connected to heating. Now, if we look at our board construction here, or board manufacturing, that was actually decent for what we needed. But if we consider what this can do, like the throughput it has, it's ridiculous we only connect one wood cutting post. We need a couple more, especially since now we have to have a reliable surplus of cut wood because we're using it to actually run a heating plant. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to have to pause a second, and we need to redo this situation here. Now, the one thing we need to redo is these need a lot more trucks. I didn't realize how much of the cut wood just lays around on the ground here. You can see, like, if you zoom in a little, a lot of that stuff is just out here. It's just all cut and laying on the ground. And from my experiments, with the best truck you can buy, which I think is this logger here, you can carry 14 tons of wood. Even 3 of those can barely keep up with 5 workers. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is supposed to, like, because we have that thick forest around here, this is a problem, but for now, it is what it is. So we'll have to, I'm thinking at least have 3 wood cutting posts, and I already have a couple designated locations. Because another thing you cannot have is overlapping. If you take a look here in various industry and the wood cutting post, if you see here, we should see the trees that this thing would cut if we would place it here. But you don't see any, because they're already occupied by the wood cutting post that exists. If you move it up here, you can now see, the trees are getting marked, and they would be cut. So we need to space those out. And that needs, for that to be possible, we need to change this here a lot. So the first thing I'm going to do is switch here to buying out for a while. Until we actually redo the area, and then we'll have to cancel a little bit of this. I can't demolish because I need to sell the vehicles first. There we go, and now we should be able to demolish this. Okie doke. Come on now, buddy, any day. There you go. Come on. Go away. There we go. Okay. So now what I'll do is place a nice open storage here. It doesn't need to be a big one. A normal one will do. Yeah, we also need to have this connected to the street somehow. So maybe like... maybe like here. Let's plan a little and try. Oh, no. We don't want to rubble this out. We can do this on our own. It's okay. We will have to get the various industry. Yeah. So if we go here, we could actually... Yeah, I see it. This would be nice. If we go here... And then we should have the space to connect this storage to the thing. Well, we don't really, but that's okay. That's fixable. We can move this ahead a little. Like so. And it should eventually show us both. Actually, if we angle this a bit. And this should be a connection. Okay. Maybe like so should also still work. Let's test. Yeah, this still works. And then we'll place the wood cutting post a little differently, it's no problem. We have various industry, wood cutting post, just so we have one straight industry connection, or somewhat straight. Like this, maybe is okay. Make this a little longer. And then we still need to bring workers to this. But we can do that. Game, why you always autosave when I'm doing something? Can do this. We're not going to connect this one yet. Oops. Because we need to see if we can actually... Do we go with a tunnel? Could go with a tunnel here, but then we can't... We could come up here, and then where would be the entrance? Here? Oh yeah, why not? That'll actually work. We'll place one over there. Hopefully we can make this sharp connection. We can. We'll place another one here. And come up there then. Just very close. As close as we can get. Like so. And then we'll pedestrian tunnel our way over to here. And I hope we can construct this normally. And that way... everybody can get to the woodcutting post. Okay, so that is that. Number 1. We have a woodcutting post here, and the second one is gonna be somewhere over here, a little bit into the woods there, because we actually need a distance. Let's see how much of that we already cover with this. Okay, here. Yeah, so this actually works pretty well. We can just place this here. I mean, we have a good enough source of wood. And we'll just place this here. We could also have our own woodcutting post just for the heating plant, but I feel that's a little weird. We want to bring all this to the central storage location. Actually, just bring it in here. We also need to run power there. But let's take it easy. Maybe so. This. And then we also need to... of course, we need to redraw power lines, because that's the life of a power line. Be drawn, be redrawn. This can actually be gravel road. And then we reconnect right away, because otherwise Alzheimer will get me. There we go. Okay, and then we just paint a couple more pines here. Just to make it look a bit organic like here. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, the next one is a little bit more finicky, but also should work great. And the next one is going to be over here. Plan is we have power here and we have trees plenty. We just need to get up in the mountains there a little, and we have a short connection to that warehouse, so open storage rather. So the next one's gonna be here next to our train diesel station. Train diesel station, yeah, train diesel station. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, and then we're also gonna paint a little more of these pines, just to make this filled out a little here as well, and just a couple like so. Okay, that should be enough forest for a while. Right, so that's that. That is the production side kind of sort of covered. The next thing we need is, of course, transportation. So maybe I drew this a little tight. Yeah, maybe we'll look better actually if we come out here first. Maybe like come here, connect you in there. And then have these. Well, actually, we'll build the logistics first. I'm thinking a small distribution office should be okay. But we'll see, and we'll build this into the forest a little. We have plenty of trees, and I think it looks nice. like so. And then we'll have this connection here first. And have these two feeding here. Yeah, that looks decent. Don't mind that at all. Actually, this one here mind a little. But that's not a problem. We can redo. And then we'll just paint a couple of pines. I wish you could set this to a little looser type of paint, but here and then this. Okay, and then just single pines. Just so you know what's happening when you come here. It's a forestry area. Okay. That is that. And I think that can get built regularly. We have plenty of construction offices available. Sorry, I had to check. Something was tickling on my knee, and I'm really paranoid this time of year that is some animal that's crawling up my knee and trying to suck my precious blood. So, meanwhile, we'll just buy out wood, and we'll fill this this open storage here, and then we'll rebuild our wood cutting here, and then it should be good. Yeah, we have all kinds of offices that can find those for construction. So things are going very well. Actually, I'm gonna put on the Beatrice offices. We have the one huge one, yeah. That's gonna be busy a bit, but it's okay. Right, so let's check if that makes sense. We have the one woodcutting post here. One here that's directly connected to the warehouse. And then we have a small logistics. Ah, yes, I missed the road. Okay. So I'm gonna come over here, because this here doesn't count as an overpass. So what I want to do is bring a bridge up straight here. Maybe with a... there we go. Like so, and then curve it around. Man, I love that we can now curve bridges. It just makes the whole game better. Why? Did I bring this too high? Oh, because we're... oh, yeah, I see why. Because we already... I see why. Do we want to... because this here is already a hill. So it's one level higher here than what we started with here. Maybe we can account for that. But do we have to? No, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We have enough space to bring it down smoothly, so bring it down 2. You know what, this would be way easier if we didn't have this stupid snapping action going on. So, this... let's bring it home smoothly. Like so. And then bring you in here. And then we'll actually have this dirt road just connect in there somewhere. Because it's all just for fire access, and that's all it is. But it can't connect anymore. That is a little strange what you do there. And it works here. Okay, and that can get constructed, I think. And we'll see how Berlin does, but yeah, they have a lot of construction tasks now, so we should leave them alone for a minute. I mean, that is a lot. What I'll actually do, since we have all this traffic here now, I'll actually buy out some road upgrades here. Just so we can get this done a little faster. Up to here. This, and this. Okay, that should now sort itself out. What's your problem? All purpose, no problem. Okay. Cool. So now we have a couple of cemented roads and we have a bridge to build here. And this one here. We have power there. You probably won't have power though. Let's actually test this. Oh, you will. This one should reach everything. Okay, so this works. So all we need is power for the woodcutting post number 2 and for the heating plant over here. And we should have some connectors open. We do. Question is how we're gonna go about this. Let's zoom out a little. Oh, and by the way, I just one. Ah, no, we can first finish this. Sorry, I'm so excited. There's so many things I found and I want to do, but like a 2-year-old here. Come on, get a grip. Right. So, how we want to do this? I'm not sure if we're planning any expansion here. Like, does it make sense to have a power redundancy here? Probably does. There's no real other way to do it anyway. Nope. Don't see any other way. Okay. So we'll just take a vanilla power connector. Cancel out these wires. Bring you in here. Come on. There we go. Oops. That wasn't the plan, but okay. Whatever, it's fine. We can build something with robots because we have a lot of construction sites. We need to buy this out. There we go. Alright, so now we'll have to move these connectors a little, which is not a problem. We will... it's a little easier probably if we first did this here. Up to here. Okay, now how can we move all of you? That's actually not too complicated. We'll remove this and this. I mean, these guys are so cheap that I don't mind buying out a little. Okay, we come out 1. Turn off the snapping, please, before I lose my sanity. There you go. Come out the 1. Go up. Connect you. Well, actually, we'll come out first. Yeah, there we go. That works perfectly. Come up here. Turn off the snapping, please. Like so. This up to here. There. And then come 1 down. 2 in like so, and then we could go in here. Okay, now we just have to make sure our loggers don't fell the power mast forest over here. Okay. There we go. And now we should have some voltage. We do have voltage. Oh, hang on. MB820 is the last chance to buy. I might want to get one of those. I might want to. 95, yeah. Because the next one is... Oh no, we don't have the... Hang on. I thought that those are the ones that we have running here from Berlin, but they are not. We have the... DR class VT something. Okay, that's a locomotive. Locomotive. Nope. Nope. Where did we get that? DR tram. Darn it, that's not available anymore. DRVT something. Does that say how long? Like, is there some info here? No, there's not. Okay, so that is not available anymore. DRVT. Well, we have 3 of them running, so I hope that's enough. Otherwise, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so now we have power for this. It can get built. This here is connected. Can get built as well. Here we can build this, the bridge, this thing. This here should have, yeah, it does have power. These are powered by this. So on this side all looks well. And here we're on to the construction. So everything is well here as well. Ah, yes, one more thing. We need another... We need another office. Yes. First of all, we have some space in here still. And I'm gonna use this for another distribution office. I'm gonna make it a medium one. And we will need this one for crops. Let's just see how close we can get this. Get it here, and then we might be able to fit another one like this. We could fit one like this. We'll then have some wasted space. Okay, this doesn't work. We need to go closer. And I'll show you why in a second. Why I'm building this now and why we'll actually really not desperately need it, but we'll definitely need it. Like so, and then we should have the space. Yeah, we do have space. Okay, perfect. Good, and that can just get built whenever. No need to rush. Reason being, number one, we need to stop buying crops here and actually use the ones that we're bringing in here. And number two, once winter hits, we won't have any more crops to harvest from those fields. So both of these distribution offices that are currently feeding into the warehouse will stop feeding there. So we'll actually need a second one to start carrying crops from our storage there. And what I fear is that we don't have enough storage through winter. I mean, we could always buy or import, but it's really not likely to be enough what we have in the stockpile here and up there, even for Berlin. So we'll need to work on that, but not in the first winter. In the first winter we'll probably, with all the stuff that's still on the fields and all the, we'll probably be okay. But I'm just making sure. Right, here we have, you can actually go up to 90%. Yes, we have the unloading here already. We'll just need to fill it out with trucks. Sooner or later we're gonna need this anyway, so might as well do it now. Okay. Right, so Berlin is prepping, getting ready. We just need one more technical services building. And I didn't really find a space anywhere but here. So we'll redo this service line here that we had. actually just all of this can go. It's a little weird anyway. There we go. And we'll place the services there somewhere. Technical services. Maybe tuck them in here. If that's possible. Here would be nice. Tucked in like that. Maybe with road access down here. Let's take a bird's eye view. That I think that looks good. No personnel needed here. So we could just do it like this. They can enter Berlin from this side. They can clear out these here. Should be okay. Question is, do we need one more over in the industrial area? Though this has shrunk considerably. It's much more compact. Much less roads to... much fewer roads to actually clear. So we'll go into the first winter with just what we have there. Right, but we need to... oh, no, not underground. We need to have these, and then we'll need to level this out a little. So I'm trying... just like so. Gotta love the new topology view. It makes it a lot easier. We'll smooth this out later, but actually... let's just go for lower terrain here. A free excavator. We don't have excavators. Oh, bad. There's one. Come on, drive a little faster. We'll go into the office. No, he will actually refuel and then go into the office. It's great. Now we can, no? It's still faster than leveling out. Do we have some space to buy more? Yeah, we have. Let's just buy one more excavator. Excavator. This one here is still the best, right? It's 33 excavating speed. Yes, it is. And now we can do this a little faster. There we go. Now we have two of them. Should make life a little easier. And let's smooth this over just in a second. Yeah. Yeah, terraforming is not the most exciting task, I realize that. But it needs to be done. Okay, and now we... not average, what did I do? Height from center, that's what I want. So now we should have the space here soon for our technical services. Let's check out if we do. Yeah, we do. The rest can be leveled. Alright, so now let's actually smooth the terrain a little. Just a bit like so. Maybe we can even make a road connection here. Smooth it over. Nice. Nice. So we have a nice and easy. Nope. This here should not be too smooth. Okay, let's place them. Here at the corner is good. Oh, we can actually just freely place them. That's great. Like so, I'm gonna have some gravel road here. Just so we're a little faster. I'm gonna level you up. And out, like so. And we can even connect you. And into here we'll also have a bit of gravel road. And finally, make this a little more presentable. Do we pass by here? Actually, we come out at an angle a little bit. So we're not too tightly passing by the construction office. This looks a little weird. There we go. Put this in here. We won't play nice, that's okay. We can play rough too. There we go. Is this weird? It's a little weird. Do I care? A little. Just a little, just enough. But I don't think I can do too much. No, there's nothing. Okay. And there we go. This can get done. Okay. Gravel is still available. We need a little more, and our distribution office is working overtime. I think we have about enough construction sites in Berlin, and I think we did about enough for this episode. There's so much going on now. Berlin really needs to finish some of these construction sites before we can move on, but I think we left things in a very good state. We're already in the middle of June, so time moves on, and we really need to get these done. These heat connections and everything connecting to them and everything supplying them. So it is important. We still don't have all the connections here in the new village there, but we'll get that next episode. There's not that much left, and then we can finally get to what we really want to do. Final look over here. Ah, there we go. Now that should speed things up. Okido, we will take a cut here. Actually, a quick final look. Oh, we're already a good portion of the way toward power. And we'll continue on next episode, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this one, even though it's a little overly long, but there's so much to do that, yeah, I just can't make these shorter. I'm sorry. Hope you enjoy them. Hope to see you in the next one. Hope you have a wonderful day. Until then, goodbye.